Hi everyone, if you're just tuning in, this is the seventh video in this series in which I walk through turning this ProMaster 2500 cargo van into this four-season camper van, which has a queen bed, shower, toilet, kitchen sink, microwave, fridge, freezer, swivel seats, and a power system with lithium batteries, shore power, solar, and van charging. We've done a lot to the van so far, so check out the links in the description for all the previous videos, and stay tuned to this video to see how we install all the different elements of the water system for two showers and a sink. This van has an indoor shower, outdoor shower, and sink, all with hot water and cold water, of course. So we've installed everything needed to store, move, heat, replenish, and capture the used water. It all starts with the freshwater tank. This tank is a 28-gallon tank from Northwest Conversions. It fits around the wheel well, so it really optimizes space and keeps the heavy tank full of water low to maintain a low center of gravity. Before putting the tank in place, I attached a 12-volt water tank heating pad on the inside of the tank and also put extra insulation around the wheel well. To secure the tank, I used 2x2s on the floor and wall so it wouldn't move around. I also attached a drain valve here and ran it through the floor to underneath the van to allow the tank to be drained. Here's what it looks like installed, and this pipe and this port is the gravity fill for the tank. I also attached these valves for air management. One is a valve that opens to let air into the tank as water is being used. If this was not there, using water would create a vacuum in the tank and either collapse the tank or the water pump wouldn't be able to pull the water out. And this valve can be opened if needed when filling the tank to help let air escape. Its use is optional and helpful if you're trying to fill the tank fast. The next part of the system installed was the water pump. You basically come off of the bottom opening of the tank and run a line to the water pump. This pump pressurizes everything downstream in the van. From here, you run to the hot water heater and all the cold faucets. Next is the hot water heater. This is a 4-gallon, 110-volt Bosch hot water heater. It takes probably about 15 to 20 minutes from totally cold water to warm up fully. The water heater has a cold in connection and then hot water out. From here, you run all of the hot lines to the faucets. For this van, that's two showers and a sink. The other part of the tank is the pressure relief valve on top. This valve opens if, for any reason, the pressure inside the tank exceeds a certain amount. This keeps the tank from exploding. So I ran a connection from this valve out and through the van floor to underneath the valve. This way, if that does happen, if anything goes wrong with the thermostat, it won't flood the van. The plumbing for this van is pretty straightforward, and for the most part, I was able to keep it out in the open, kind of tucked under the bed. So it's out of the way, but still easy to see, understand, and work on. I also kept with red for all the hot piping and blue for the cold. I ran the lines to the sink, indoor shower, and the outdoor shower. Also ran drains from the sink and indoor shower through the van floor into the gray water tanks underneath. I'll talk about those in a minute. The sink is pretty standard. I installed the faucet and then hooked up the cold and hot lines to it. I then put in the drain pipe with a trap included so we don't get any odors from the gray tank. I'll cover the indoor shower in the next video because that's pretty involved in several steps, but I ran lines to the outdoor shower as well, which is on the back of the bed frame. This came with a quick disconnect hose and handle seen here, and has both hot and cold so you can rinse off outside with warm water if needed. The final part of the water system are the gray tanks under the van. I installed two 13-gallon tanks that fit between the support beams underneath and then mounted them with either stainless steel or zinc-coated metal straps. I connected both water tanks together with PEX so the tanks act as a single 26-gallon tank. This provides plenty of gray water storage before needing to drain it. I connected the sink and indoor shower drains into these tanks and vented each one so they wouldn't airlock. I also added heating pads to each on the bottom side and wrap the pipes in heating cable. The heating pads and cable are thermostat controlled, so they only turn on once the temperature gets below 35 or close to it. This keeps the piping and the gray tanks from freezing. I also hooked up a Mopica tank monitor. This provides a reading through its iPhone app to show how full the gray tank is. The last piece of this is the ball valve that helps drain the tanks. This is pretty common, but one of my favorite parts of the build. You can open the valve and empty the gray tanks from within the van. No crawling into the van to connect a hose. Also the toilet, which I'll show later, is a Laveo dry flush, and so there's no black tank to empty either. So that's it for this video. I have links to the other build videos in the description. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer. Thanks for watching.
Yay, Vans!